Good morning, Mission Church. This is day 2 of our 21 Days of Hunger and our devotional series through the 21 chapters of the book of John. We are looking at John chapter 2 this morning, and though we can't talk about everything in this chapter due to time, we are going to study about Jesus clearing the temple courts in John chapter 2, verse 13 through 16. And that reads, "When it was almost time for the Jewish Passover, Jesus went up to Jerusalem. In the temple courts, he found people selling cattle, sheep, and doves, and others sitting at tables exchanging money. So he made a whip out of cords, and he drove them all from the temple courts, both sheep and cattle. He scattered the coins of the money changers and overturned their tables. To those who sold doves, he said, 'Get these out of here. Stop turning my Father's house into a market.'" One of my closest friends, Jeremy Stein, is a teaching specialist for the Center of Holy Land Studies, and he studied the historical significance of Jesus clearing the temple courts. He says often when we look at one of the most pivotal moments in the final week of Jesus, the cleansing of the temple, the flipping of the tables of the money changers and driving them out, we are often mistaken as to what is actually taking place. This is a pivotal moment in the life of Jesus, and it is included in each one of the Gospels as the actions of Jesus placed a target firmly on his back by the Sadducean leaders who not only controlled the temple, but also the cash flow surrounding it as well. Archaeology in Jerusalem has shown that the first century Sadducean priests lived lavishly off the temple, living in vast mansions, accumulating much wealth in direct violation of how God intended the tribe of Levi, of whom they were priests directly from, were to live according to Deuteronomy 10. But how is this so? How are the men who were called by God to act as a servant vessel between the Father and the children of Israel able to acquire such wealth? The most notable way was their ability to defraud those who sought to worship at the temple. And as it was taking place in the Gospels in Jesus' instance of cleansing the temple in John chapter 2, in order to begin to understand what is taking place in this narrative, one needs to ask the question, why would the temple need money changers? The true reason rests in the historical currency that was used in the temple, the half shekel of Tyre. Although not a Jewish coin or even a coin native to the land of Israel, the Tyrian shekel served as a primary currency in the temple due to its purity of silver being the highest in all of the Roman Empire. As most coins used in that day-to-day life were bronze coins locally made, the vast majority of Jews were forced to trade in their bronze coins for the silver shekel, in which the exchange rate would never be in their favor, which made the money exchangers and those price-gouging animals to sacrifice rich. So to sum this all up, the Jewish subjects, in order to worship in the temple, were required to give up the ritually pure Jewish coins for unclean pagan money, and were defrauded in value while doing so. This is why Jesus is so angry, who not only drives out the money changers flipping tables, but effectively declares war on the Sadducees and puts a target on his back. So to put this in context, we can clearly see that the Jewish leaders were now after Jesus throughout the book of John and the Gospels, not just for spiritual application, but also because he disrupted their finances and their wealth. Those religious leaders who were making an idol of wealth before God and before Jesus in a fantastic way destroyed that publicly. So simply put into application for us, it's safe to say when we follow and worship Jesus, we can't put any idols before him, including our finances and our wealth. Something to think about these next 21 days of hunger and fasting. So God bless you, Mission Church, and happy fasting.